So now we are going to see rule 15, crossing situation. So as per rule 15, part B, section 2, vessels should be in sight of another. Conduct of vessels in sight of another. Both vessels should be able to see each other. When two power-driven vessels are crossing so as to involve risk of collision, the vessel which has the other on her own starboard side shall keep out of the way and shall, if the circumstances of case admit, avoid crossing ahead of the other vessel. Now, if you have the other on the starboard side and you keep out of the way, there are some points which you have to highlight. First, it should crossing situation also for only power-driven vessels, and if it's not power-driven vessel, then crossing situation rule does not apply. And you have to avoid crossing ahead of other vessel, as we have seen. So you cannot cross ahead of the other vessel if it is a crossing situation. So you have to pass the astern of the other vessel, or you turn around. Two options only you have in crossing situation: pass astern or turn around and pass astern. So either the situation is head-on or overtaking or crossing. So we are in a bulk carrier sailing and a large container ship is coming on the starboard bow. So we first monitor if see if risk of collision exists. So bearing is changing and range is reducing. So risk of collision is exist and we have to take action to pass astern of her, or we can alter port and take a round turn and pass astern of her. So here we alter starboard and pass astern of her. Once it's passed and clear, then we can continue on our original course. Risk of collision is over. Now, second option is that green vessel is going sailing and blue bulk carrier is on the port side on crossing situation. So ROC exists, compass bearing is changing, range is reducing. So it's not overtaking or a head-on situation, it's a crossing vessel. So both are power driven. So this time, so we want to alter on port side. So as per that, I am the stand-on vessel. So blue vessel has to alter course and pass from the astern. So we are green giveaway vessel and we have to keep our course and speed. Risk of collision is over. So this is including your. So when we are in crossing situation, one is give way and one is stand on vessel. So let's see what is the rule and how the situations are coming. So rule 16 is action by give way vessel. Every vessel which is directed to keep out of the way of another vessel shall so far as possible take early and substantial action to keep well clear. So if you are the give way vessel, you have to take an early and substantial action to keep the other well clear. So let's see the example. We have a tanker vessel coming and a container vessel in crossing situation and risk of collision exists. So here, so container vessel has the other on our starboard side. So container vessel is the giveaway vessel and she will alter course to starboard to pass astern of her. And if we see the other situations, we see risk of collision exist. And if you take after So you take the action after a long time, then container ship is very close, and you have to take action. So if the situation is container ship alters, then action was not as per the rule early and substantial action was not taken even if you passed clear. So it should have taken action as per rule 16 so that other vessel is not in doubt. So let's see, rule 17, action by standard vessel. So when one of the two vessels keep out of the way, the other shall keep her course and speed. So if the other vessel give way, vessel has to alter course to give way. Stand-on vessel has to keep her course and speed so that it's not confusing. So this is a crossing situation and risk of collision exists. So red vessel is a stand-on vessel because she is on the starboard side of white vessel, and red vessel is the stand-on vessel. She has to keep her course and speed. But if red vessel as the latter vessel can take action to avoid collision by her maneuver as soon as it becomes apparent that the vessel required to keep out of the way is not taking appropriate action in by rules. So if white vessel or the giveaway vessel is not taking action, of course the stand-on vessel has to take action. When from any cause the vessel required to keep her course and speed finds herself so close that the collision cannot be avoided by the action of the giveaway vessel alone, shall take such an action. So even if giveaway vessel is taking action and still risk of collision exists, then also the red vessel is a stand-on vessel will take action. See with example. So red vessel is coming close and expecting white vessel to take action, and by the time we reach here, she she thinks that till now the white vessel should have take action, but it's not taking action. So early action is not taken. So at this point, I may take action. The red vessel will take action. But first, we see if we just carry on in the situation and we keep our course and speed, we go very close. So she comes to starboard and it will cause. So at this point, even if she takes action, we have to take as whatever action I have to take to give her good alter to more starboard, more port, and give her a way so that collision does not takes place. And if we so this is what this first part 2 and is saying, that if you reach to this point where collision is imminent, then you have to take action. But if you are in the previous situation where you think that she is not taking early action, in this situation you may take action, and the next situation you have to take action. Then C part is a powered in vessel which takes action in a crossing situation in accordance with subparagraph of this rule to avoid collision with another powered in vessel shall, if the circumstances of the case admit, not alter course to port for a vessel on her own port side. So we have to avoid alter course to port for a vessel on the port side. So risk of collision is existing, and we are on this vessel. Now red is stand on vessel, and if white give a vessel not taking action, red has to take action, but it should avoid alter course to port. Why? Because if white has to take action, it will take action on the starboard side, and red is going on port side, so both will go and collide. So we will hit on bow to bow. So proper action is we should not go to port as per the rule. So we can go to starboard, we can go to parallel, or even we can turn around if required. So here the risk of collision is removed even if white vessel takes a delayed action. And the final paragraph D is this rule does not relieve the giveaway vessel of her obligation to keep out of the way. So all the time giveaway vessel. So giveaway vessel cannot say the route 17 says stand on will take action. So I will not take action. If you are a giveaway vessel, you have to keep out of the way despite whatever rule 17 says.